All right, what's up, guys? Dave's laughing over here because this is like the 5th time we did this.
Oh my god, we're on a hot start, kids.
Yeah, we definitely are on a hot start for the BP Hero podcast. Gonna try this out and see what you guys think. If you like it, we'll keep it coming. If you don't, we'll probably do it just because you don't like it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
With that being said, today's episode sponsored by Evil Sports. With the upcoming season coming up, make sure to check out Evil Sports for all your softball needs.
Upcoming season coming up, huh?
Whatever.
Anyway.
Keep it going.
So
this is number 5. I'm ready to burn this thing.
So anyway, we're just going to dive in head first here with something we got to talking about before we started this video. Our friend Mad Beers on Softball Fans posted a pretty interesting thread on the Eastons and why they're dying. Of course, Dave's over here. Kind of wandering around.
I was on the wrong thread.
I got him with his pants down.
Man, I was looking at a thread about a 27-ounce B3. I got duped.
Yeah, you're looking at B3s, man.
Yeah.
We were talking about Easton's dying.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. I mean, they're not dying.
They're not. Good bats.
They're good bats. You know, everybody says, "Oh, Easton sucks." You know, these things are terrible to break in. You know, say what you want about them. You know, you can read through his thread here. It's pretty good content in here. And he's saying the same thing. You know, anybody that hits a lot of BP, this is the bat for you.
Absolutely.
You know, with all these polls, you know, hottest bat this and hottest bat that. I mean, I gamed in Easton all year last year, and I didn't feel at a disadvantage going to the plate with one.
Nope. Good bats. That Kirby you had was pretty good.
It was. It was very good.
Man.
And, you know, the thing about it there.
How many swings did you have on that one?
I had about 800 when I got rid of it.
Okay,
And
so his opening post here shows his, what is this, a Mako that he's got?
Yeah, it's one of the Torques.
Yeah, and he's got it hooked up to a compression tester, and it's way away from that pass-fail line. It's still over 300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he said this one's got, he would guess less than 100 swings, and it's still north of 300. It looks like about 325.
Yeah.
And then,
well, he goes on later, though, to post some other ones. I don't want to spoil this for everybody, but,
no.
I mean, he shows some other bats of his that have gobs of swings on them, and they're still way north of that, you know, pass-fail line.
Yeah, Torque with 4,500 swings is testing right at around 225.
Gosh.
And I believe somewhere in here he says, you know, here we go. Since owning the OG DC, two-piece DC-41, none of those bats have seen turny swings unless a hard ball is being used and the temp is below 55 degrees, which isn't a bad idea.
No.
But, you know, it's one of those things. They're good bats. Don't even think for a minute they're not.
Just a matter of, do you want to take 4,500 swings to get a bat hot, or do you want to have something that's game ready after 500 with a Worth or a Mikan or, you know, something like that?
And, you know, at the end of the day, the ball's coming underhand.
Yep.
Hit it.
That's right.
You know, I mean, you're looking for a pitcher to tip his pitch. He's going to throw it underhand.
I'm giving you the number one every time. Fastball coming in hot.
I'm going to take a drink here because, you know, we're all official
Man.
on the BP Hero channel. Kind of think it's something like, you know, Good Morning America type thing. Wanted some coffee cups. I don't even know what they have in there. I doubt they're drinking coffee. They're probably just out there for show. But I got my Christmas cup out here.
I got a heart cup, but I don't have cottonmouth yet.
I did. So we got that taken care of.
Yeah.
But, you know, anyway, back to this Easton thing. Part of the reason that I personally went to the Eastons last year was the affordability. I mean, you can look back, you know, 2014 Eastons, you could get them when they were closing out for, you know,
$100.
Yeah, $100. You know, a couple for 80. I bought an L5 off of Amazon for $60. Brand new in the wrapper.
Man.
So the affordability is definitely what drew me to those, and that was a big thing with the combats too. The only thing I didn't like about them was the compression discs.
Man, you want to talk about them combats? Oh my gosh!
There was a steal of a deal on the boards the other day. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That
what was the final price on it?
The OG Derby Boy sold for $60. Potts ended up getting it.
Oh my god!
The one that I called you on.
I was busy being a dad.
Yeah, and then I called you. I was like, well, I don't think I want it anyway. And then you text me like 10 minutes later.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Man.
I knew you better than that.
Man, that orange Derby Boy. Whoo. Man.
You know, and that's the crazy thing is, I wish that I'd have kept the wanted from that year. I had a wanted from that year. It was a 28.
Yeah.
Makes my insides happy.
Man, I remember the first time I swung one of those yellow Derby boys that U-Trip won.
Yeah, they were the thing to have there for a minute.
Man, between that and that, a lot of people didn't like them that pure.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, it reminded me a lot of that old stand, Jason Kendrick, Year Supremacy. That one was nice.
See, I don't know. I was a big fan of the Avarice too. When the Avarice came out.
Oh my gosh.
When the Avarice came out, I got one of those. I mean, they were selling as NRs before they'd hit the market, like everything else does. Yeah. And I had like a 5,000 swing Jeff Hall, and that Avarice was like right there as soon as I peeled it out of the wrapper.
You know who still got one? Mallory Embry. And she still games that thing like crazy.
So I didn't see her play this year, but I knew she was swinging that thing like
she plays co-ed, and she plays, she's using that thing everywhere.
That's so funny. They're so good, though, you know?
Man.
You go back to some of that stuff, the Spiked. Everybody forgets about the Spiked.
Oh, I forgot about that one,
The Spiked was good.
Yeah.
You know, so many good bats.
And you know which one wasn't a good bat? That 98.
Oh, dude.
That purple people eater, man. That thing was like a purple Peter eater. That thing was terrible. Golly.
Oh, dude, that's so great. Yeah. That was a pretty rough one. I'm not going to lie to you. But, you know, they've had a lot of good ones.
They had a lot of good ones that year. Even that 14 line, that Porton. That ASA Porton, that one, man.
Yeah, it sounded good. The thing with that thing was the sound.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of the mid-load, like balance thing. But
man, you can sell anybody on sound though all day long.
Dude, it sounded like a wood bat. I remember when we were trying to break, hitting on them stadium balls.
All over there at the baseball field? Yeah, man.
Dude, whatever. The thing, I mean, it didn't even have a disc rattle when I sent it back. I was, like, whatever, man. This is your problem to deal with, Matt, not mine.
Y'all can have this one. Man.
But, let's see what else was there from that year. So that was the odd thing, though. Like, the Blue Derby boys and the Green Derby boys from that year got good. But they never got
weren't as good. Same with that Wanted. They were good, but they didn't get as good as that 13.
Right. And that's the thing that killed me, too. I had a 14 Wanted. I'm trying to think. It was an ASA one. I had an ASA one. Me and Matt Allen were hitting that thing. And, nothing out of the norm. And the end cap started coming out, which the big thing with combats, if you ever run across this, they do have an issue with the end caps coming out of them, just the glue that they use. Be sure and let it come out. Don't jam it back in. So many people smash them back in. It mushrooms into the bat, and it won't go back in.
Yep.
So let it come out. And that's what we were doing. The end cap started to come out of it.
Just start jamming it back into the ground.
The end cap was starting to come out of it. So we were hitting it, letting it come out. And then when the end cap came out, the disc flew out with it.
I remember that. We were taking BP there at the soccer fields.
Oh, the other one. Yeah, that 13 did it too. But that 13 did it too, but it took a long time to get there.
Yeah, that end cap got real loose, and then all of a sudden you hit one without the end cap on it.
Yeah,
and that compression disc went about 50 yards.
Yeah, that poor thing only had about 3,000 swings on it.
No, R.I.P.
That 14 I had, though, I mean, it had maybe 500 swings on it.
Yeah.
And me and Matt were hitting it that day, and the end cap was getting ready to come out, and I hit a ball, and just I could see something, like I see the end cap go out, I see something shiny go flying out in the outfield, I look down the bat, the compression disc is gone.
Done then.
Yeah, see, that was a big thing. They would either, slide around in the barrel, stuff like that would happen. Either the end caps was a big thing too, and the compression discs. I get why they do it, but why do U-Trip bats need them? I mean, sure, I guess I get your point there, but it seems like everybody else uses the disc to maximize performance with the 52s.
Right.
So I don't know why you would need it for those. So there you run into that issue. I had to quit gaming them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just all what it came down to. I had to quit gaming them simply because I like to take a lot of BP, especially in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And nice cup.
Thank you.
It's got some webbing on it, too, if you want to check it out there.
Yeah, I've got a couple lines of spirals, MBD. I'll cut you a good price on it.
Yeah. I'll hook you up, bro.
Yeah, let me make sure I put my name across it, though. That way I don't get it deleted.
PM not sent.
Yeah. Fastest response is a text message.
Yeah. PM is key.
Yeah.
Price is firm. Will you take 60? But anyway.
How about a 2-for-1?
I'll give you my Santa Claus cup half full of water for your empty Hearts cup.
I don't know. I'll think about it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not wiping my germs off either. They're yours.
Man, you were talking about all the BP that we take, all this winter BP we've been taking.
Yeah.
Man, if we tried to hold on to a 13 combat and was hitting right now, man,
we'd have some troubles.
We'd have a lot of trouble. I mean, think about it. So we started actually taking serious BP, November?
Yeah, again? I mean, once the season was over, yeah.
We took about a month off and then jumped back into it again. So from November until, we're tail into February now, I'd say we've easily put, I'd probably easily put about 3,000 swings.
Yeah. I'd say somewhere around there. And that's the thing, too, is if there was snow on the ground, we went to Jacksonville and hit.
Oh, yeah.
And other than that, we were able to hit outside. You know? And, people talk about breaking bats, hitting outside, and all this other stuff, but you can be smart about it and get by with it. Hitting 52 300s is a great way to start. We've been hitting these evil 52 300s.
Yep.
And the BP lights have been really good, too, for bats that do have durability issues. Right. But the big thing that stinks, no matter what ball you're hitting, is hitting on a baseball field. Oh. That's all we've had to hit on.
What is it, 300 down the lines and then 350 dead center?
I think it's like 310 down the lines and like threes. I looked it up once. I want to say it was like 370 in center, but I know that ain't right.
Keep talking. I'm going to try and find it.
Okay, you Google Earth it and you let me know. But, it's got its ups and downs. That's for sure. It's the one that we hit at, obviously you see it in the videos. It's got, the black mats there.
Right.
So even if it is a little spongy out, you can still get out and hit outside.
Absolutely.
And a screen.
Oh, man. Pitching screen is key.
It's key.
Man.
Because you don't want to look like this.
No, you don't. He didn't have much hope before that. But then...
No, I used to look like Brad Pitt, believe it or not. No, it's so funny, though. Like, I walk into the ER, dude. I got, like, blood, like, all over me. It's, like, all down my shirt, like, all over me. Like I was lucky enough to have two shirts on. I had a regular shirt and then I had a wife beater on underneath it.
Right.
And it was a yellow shirt and it was like red by the time I walked in the door. And there's like this little kid sitting over there, so I was trying not to freak this kid out because I'm like covered in blood and I'm walking in with this thing in my mouth. And so Matt's kind of like telling this lady what happened.
See, what had happened was.
Yeah. Matt's kind of telling this lady what happened, and she's like, I kind of need to see your injury just to kind of see what's going on there. And, I'm going to put a picture on the screen right there so you can see it. That's what I had going on. I had basically the roof of my mouth had fractured. It actually got me right up here. And instead of it hitting me in the mouth, it actually hit me up here and fractured basically like my gum line and what they call your dental palate, which is the roof of your mouth. And... I showed her that, and her eyes got really big, and I just looked at her and I said, do I still look like Brad Pitt? And just like the look on her face was just like blank. Like she just started laughing.
Nah, man, but maybe if I squint kind of and I kind of cover the other eye.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. You was talking about that baseball field, so 360 to dead center, and then 310 down the line.
Okay,
so
I thought it was something like that.
It's a little deep.
Yeah, but it sucks. It's hard to gauge hits into the outfield.
Oh, yeah. Even hits to the gaps, though, too. If you're on a regular 300-foot fence, it's hard to tell if somebody's actually going to be there to catch that or not.
Right. So that's what sucked about we played co-ed.
Right.
There at, what was that, Red One we played that on? Mm-hmm. There at the complex. It was on a baseball field. Like, I suck. I don't have baseball field power. And I feel like if I hang a ball in the air at all, it's going to be caught.
Well, because you can't go middle in co-ed league.
Oh, you could. Well, who wants to be that guy?
You want to be that guy.
Who was it hit middle on you in that
Oren.
Was it Oren?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you wanted to feel bad about it.
Yeah.
You suck, Oren.
Yeah.
Not really, because you're going to be in my BP video soon. So be sure to watch for that, because that's the... I want to talk about that real quick. The ASA Flipper Aftermath. I got some swings in with that, thanks to Matt Stanberry. He sent me one of those, and I got the ASA helmet from him, too. Going to be some videos on those coming real soon. Got about 100 swings on that Flipper Aftermath, and... it's pretty good stuff. It feels really good. Sounds great. Didn't take long to get there. It did start slow, but it came on really quick, so I did like that about it. But I am definitely going to be gaming one of those for ASA. I'm kind of in between that and maybe one of the Derby Boys, the 2015s. I ain't paying for an orange one.
Right. No.
But I'll probably be gaming one of those for ASA because I've got a bat to return to DeMarini. I'll get one of those in return, hopefully.
Right.
And then for U-Trip, I'm probably going to swing my reissued DC-41. Video coming on that as well. Everybody, you're kind of wondering about those. Are they as good as the originals? I think they are. You put some swings on mine. The epic bat flip video.
That's right.
Be sure and check that out on the channel.
That was the first dinger with it, man. So that thing's bound for greatness.
You pop that thing cherry like, bow.
If he gonna pop that thing, he gonna pop one too.
Oh, man. But anyway, moving on from that.
So you're gaming that.
Yeah, moving on from that douchebaggery. I'm gaming that. It's got pink tape and a purple knob cuff on it.
Dude. Yeah, so I'm going to game the 2015 Easton Realtree Mako for ASA, and then maybe that original Down to Earth Worth Mayhem, that pumpkin. Yeah, I still got one of them.
That's real nice.
And then for U-Trip and NSA, I've got the green Down to Earth Mayhem that I can use. I've got the Balance Legit from 2014.
And you got that ST100 that you hate and like so much
Max,
at the same time.
My boy.
Dude, I hope he's watching this.
Man, hey, you didn't get duped, dog. I promise. Man. So I've got options there.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be.
I might throw a few swings in there just to tease snacks about that one too.
Yeah.
I don't know how many swings that thing's got on it. Probably close to like a bajillion.
I don't think that we've got anything else, so it's even close right now.
As far as performance wise.
Yeah. We got to use one of those ASA Freak Blacks, the balanced ones.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Be sure and check that video out too. That's a quick channel plug there.
That's a real.
That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah.
Did swing light, but it wasn't bad.
Spoiler alert: we're also going to have something new to be swinging here in about 3 weeks. Man. So got a friend of ours, Nate. Thanks, buddy. He's been on a hot streak with some raffles, and I was like, "Hey, man, I'm going to give you some money, and you can go win me a bat." And no quicker than I sent him that, he was like, "Hey, great news. I want a bat." And I'm like, "Great." He's like, "You can pick from anything you want." So I said, "Okay." So we have a bat coming. I don't want to totally throw it away yet. It is a 2016 bat. It's got a 1/2 ounce end load.
It looks like a unicorn threw up on it.
And it may or may not be an exclusive from a website.
So it looks like a unicorn threw up on it.
So be looking for that. Anyways, wrap it up. That's all you, buddy.
Yeah. So anyway.
Man, I'm on a hot streak.
Dude, I'm done with you.
That's fine. Be done with me.
We've been trying this all night. Little tweaks here and there.
Man.
Just trying to get this to work.
It's only 5 till 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I got a newborn baby sleeping in the back of the house somewhere.
I got to be at work here in a few hours.
That's your fault. You're the one that came over here.
Man. Well, I had to come back and get my computer.
Why'd you leave it here?
Well, see, we tried doing this earlier, and then I was talking to my cousin, and then I got busy doing that, and then I had to go home and watch WWE Fastlane. Which
was a big letdown. Scott Steiner wasn't on there that one time.
It was Goldberg either, man. So between that, I got duped so many times tonight.
But anyway, he came over here earlier today. We're going to try to work on, got to find some guests, suckers, whatever you want to call them, that want to put up with our antics here. Yeah. We're going to try and do a couple like interviews on Skype. Whoever we can get that might be interested in doing something like that. So follow along there. You never know who we might end up with there.
Man, this is about to turn into an adventure.
You ain't even lying. Next thing you know, there we were.
I didn't know what to do with my hands, man. Oh,
but anyway, we're done. We're getting out of here. Thanks for checking out the podcast, brought to you by Evil Sports. Hopefully this goes over well. Like I said, there'll be another one coming in the next week or two. We'll try and get together and do that. Maybe somewhere a different backdrop other than
we'll work on that.
My kitchen, dining room. But I will certainly have my Santa Claus coffee cup.
I won't.
Yeah, because you'll have your Heart's coffee cup.
That's right. Dave, see you later.
BP Hero out.